I'm pleased to announce that Gilead now has an EUA from the FDA for remdesivir. And you know what that is because that's been the hot thing also in the papers and in the media for the last little while. An important treatment for hospitalized coronavirus patients. And it's something, I spoke with Dr. Khan and Dr. Fauci. I spoke with Deborah about it, and it's really a very promising situation. We've been doing work with the teams at the FDA, NIH, and Gilead for spearheading this public-private partnership to make this happen very quickly. So today we're going to be, and I'm going to let Dan do it, but we're going to let Dan make a statement as to what the company is doing, making a contribution to really people that are not doing well, people that are sick, people that have this horrible plague that's set into our country, and that we're getting rid of, and we're going to be having some really incredible results. We have very promising studies coming out on the vaccines. We have promising studies coming out on therapeutics.
We want to make sure nothing gets in the way of these patients getting the medicine. So we made a decision to donate about 1.5 million vials of remdesivir. We'll be working with the government to determine how best to distribute that within the United States. We'll be working very closely to get that to patients, working with FEMA, working with other parts of the government to make sure that we get that to the patients in need as quickly as possible, because there are patients out there that can benefit from this medicine today that are hospitalized, and we don't want any time to waste for that. And we're all working together to do everything we can.
Well, it's very exciting. And just so you know, so Dan's making the company a very major contribution towards helping people. So we very much appreciate that.
Appreciate it. So as the President just announced, we authorized Gilead's application for emergency use authorization for the use of remdesivir in hospitalized patients. That was issued today. Thank you very much, and congratulations, Mr. O'Day, for the great work from the company and the collaboration that we've had. I also want to thank the more than 18,000 employees at FDA who have heeded the President's call to reduce regulatory burden and red tape and move things forward. I think I said the other day this was lightning speed in terms of getting something approved, and from clinical trial to getting it authorized from the FDA, it's been quite the speedy but also effective process. This is an important clinical advance that showed a statistically significant reduction in time to recovery for patients with COVID-19 and is the first authorized therapy for COVID-19. So we're really proud to be part of it. Mr. President, thank you for your leadership.
Well, thank you. And you know, Dr. Hahn left one of the most important jobs in medicine, as you know, to take the FDA, and we're glad he did. It was a very important job and a tremendous reputation, but to take this job, and you're doing great, so we're really proud of you. Thank you very much. Deborah, please.
I'll just be very brief. I think this really illustrates what can happen in such a short time. I mean, from the first case that was diagnosed in the United States to now, our first step forward with a therapeutic in less than 90 days. For those of us who have worked in viral diseases and pandemics for a long time, this is our first really positive step forward. It's our first step forward. Obviously, groups are still working on vaccines. I just want to also thank the company for not only making sure this got into clinical trial, but for individuals who didn't qualify for the clinical trial. They made compassionate use drug available from the very beginning at our request and around the world. And I think that combination of really strong scientific, rigorous clinical trials, but also when you don't really have something to make compassionate use available, was also really quite extraordinary. So again, also thank you for the patients, because obviously this was a randomized trial. There was a group that did not get drug. It's why the Data Safety Monitoring Board stopped the trial, because of this statistical difference, because you can't keep placebos on a trial when you already have shown significance in the treatment arm. And so to the patients who were willing to be randomized, and to the doctors who did the trials and the nurses who took care of them, we're really very grateful, because this clinical research is critical for these breakthroughs. But obviously there's someone getting the agent and there's others that aren't. And so that's really been extraordinary.